Now, WDVM News begins with your forecast first.
Well, good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a fabulous morning. I hope your Thanksgiving went well, and I hope you have a wonderful Black Friday. We're looking at a pretty nice morning this morning. Temperatures are into the 40s, I do believe, and they will rise once again into the 50s. Now, it will be a little bit cooler today, but we'll still see a few clouds laying around. But all in all, seeing a little bit more sunshine across the area. Should be another nice day. What about your weekend? More details coming up in your forecast.
It's the biggest shopping day of the year. How will Black Friday look in the middle of a COVID-19 pandemic? And Santa Claus isn't letting the coronavirus get in his way of seeing kids this holiday season. These stories and more coming up right here on your WDVM Morning News on this Black Friday.
Leading the way with stories that matter. WDVM, your local news leader at 5:30.
Good morning, and thanks so much for joining us today. I'm Ross Simpson. Today, of course, is the day after Thanksgiving. It's the day that shoppers have been waiting for. While Black Friday may look a bit different because of the coronavirus pandemic, WDVM's Katie Ree reports shoppers need to be aware of potential scams.
Black Friday shopping usually means setting an early alarm and waiting in long lines. And while that may still be the case, many are turning to online shopping this holiday season.
I would prefer being out in the stores, but I would like to take less risk at this point, considering everything that's going on.
The West Virginia Attorney General's office has recovered almost $400 million in fraud-related cases since 2013 and wants people to be aware of potential scams while browsing the sales.
I've done some. I plan on doing most of it online and not going out, and because of the COVID season and stuff going on.
And whether you're shopping in stores or online, the West Virginia Attorney General wants you to stay safe and has some tips on how to protect your identity while shopping on Black Friday.
When you buy something for the holidays, make sure you know what the return policy is. Don't respond to unsolicited offers. Make sure you're working with reputable companies and you know that the website you're working with has some veracity to it. Also, when you're paying online, use a reputable service like PayPal or something you're familiar with.
Reporting for WDVM25, I'm Katie Ree.
Coming up later this morning, WDVM's Kelsey Jones will join us live from a popular outlet mall to show us how our community is dealing with the biggest shopping day of the year. Well, if you're planning to shop until you drop today, we've got you covered with some news you can use. If you're venturing out to local stores, Wallet Hub is out with a list of retailers that it says are the best places to shop for deals on Black Friday. JCPenney, Macy's, and Kohl's offers you the steepest discounts. Wallet Hub says those three retailers are offering an average discount of at least 52%. Many retailers rolled out their Black Friday sales weeks ago to help disperse the usual Black Friday crowds, but don't be surprised if the stores are packed today with shoppers. And with the holiday shopping season officially underway, a 2020 coronavirus and holiday shopping survey reveals 1 in 3 consumers plan to forego gift giving altogether this year. 77% of consumers plan to do more of their holiday shopping online this year. Almost 60% say they will pay for their holiday purchases in full before their due dates. Nearly 41 million Americans are still carrying credit card debt from last year's holiday season. A quick update now on the political scene for you. President Trump says it's going to be difficult for him to concede the 2020 presidential election to Joe Biden, even when the Electoral College formally certifies Biden's victory, which is expected to happen next month. The president's comments came at the White House yesterday after he addressed members of the military for Thanksgiving. After firing back at one reporter, he told another that he would leave the White House if Biden is inaugurated.
Between you people, don't talk to me that way. You're just a lightweight. Don't talk to me that way. I'm the president of the United States. Don't ever talk to the president that way.
If the Electoral College does elect President-elect Joe Biden, are you not going to leave this building?
Just so you, certainly I will. Certainly I will. And you know that.
President Trump says he plans to visit Georgia and suggests that he will hold some sort of rally down there, perhaps today. He did not give a definite answer on if he would be attending the inauguration of Joe Biden on January 20th.
It's easy at Sheehy Subaru in Hagerstown. We're on the dual highway right now where everything's nice and calm this morning. Should be a pretty nice day today. Not as warm, though. We're looking at temperatures at 46 this morning, a low of 44. Looking at a 7-degree temperature drop from this time yesterday here in downtown. We're seeing relatively calm winds across the area this morning. Plus, temperatures are into those 40s and 50s. And as we take a look at and zooming out further out, we're looking at temperatures into the 40s back off towards the west. Definitely a pretty nice morning if you ask me, but all in all, it's definitely going to be a different day as compared to yesterday. It's not going to be as warm across the area, but no rainfall this a.m. Not expecting any until at least Monday. Looking at, of course, cold front pushing through. That's going to reinforce cooler air into the area. Have another one on its way. Temperatures are... I don't know what's wrong with that. So either which way, temperatures are what they are. Other than that, we're looking at, of course, a pretty nice day here on tap with temperatures from the 40s this morning going up to around 45 by 8 o'clock. We'll get into the 50s later today, but all in all, we're looking at a pretty nice day, a mix of clouds across the area, but not necessarily totally cold, which is probably a pretty good thing. We're looking at temperatures near 60 today at many locations around the region, but it will not be as warm and toasty as yesterday was, with mid to upper 60s, with even some temperatures getting into the 70s yesterday. Looking at what's coming up over the next 3 days, we have a little bit of clouds coming for today, but other than that, we clear out on Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures from the 60s today going down into the 50s, a little bit cooler as we head towards the weekend, and it's going to get cooler from there with a cold front coming in on your Monday, which we could see some significant rainfall come Monday. I'll tell you how much more coming up.
All right, good morning. Happy Black Friday. Roads are looking pretty good for your Friday morning. We're looking at 81, 70, 15. Martinsburg, Frederick, Hagerstown, all clear. Your ride down 270 looks good. Now, off of 270, we do have a road closure due to an overturned vehicle. This is off of Game Preserve Road, headed both east and westbound. That's between 355 and Clopper Road. So make sure if you plan to go that way, try to find a detour, go around, because that part is blocked due to a serious crash. But lower Montgomery County looks good. We're looking at 95, 495, and Maryland 200. Ross?
Thanks, Shanika. This Thanksgiving, many folks in the area found a new appreciation for things in their life. WDVM's Abigail Hillerick spoke with a teacher from the National Museum of the American Indian to learn more about how we can value the food on our tables and where it all came from.
When you compare the first Thanksgiving in 1621 to 2020, there are some key similarities we face today with millions of Americans who are food insecure due to the pandemic, as the Pilgrims were due to the plague.
Giving thanks and recognizing cultural value has always been a practice in Native American culture.
I think that's something that we can all benefit from, is really appreciating the life that we have and appreciating all of the foods and plants and animals that give us life.
History books say Squanto, a Wampanoag Native American, returned to his village after learning English in England following his escape from enslavement in Spain, only to find many had died from the plague.
The village where he's from and his Wampanoag people from that village, he was sort of the sole survivor. So it's this incredible story.
Renee Goki, who teaches at the National Museum of the American Indian, said the first Thanksgiving may not have been a simple celebration, but rather an act of diplomacy by Squanto to teach the Pilgrims how to survive at a time when they were starving, including teaching them how to harvest corn.
We have stories in our culture about corn coming to the people and sort of losing our ways in terms of knowing how to always preserve the seeds and grow them in a good way, and then how the corn comes back to us and feeds our people.
The Pilgrims had a shortage of sugar on the Mayflower, so they were unable to have dessert with their meal. However, it's assumed they did eat pumpkin, just not pumpkin pie.
There's so many different uses for the pumpkin. And our tribe historically would cut the pumpkin into slices, and they would be smoked for the winter, so they could be stored for a long time.
Goki says with COVID-19, cultural value is relevant and provides a sense of empathy with what happened nearly 400 years ago.
And I think that it's okay to talk about this kind of stuff, but also I think it gives us an opportunity to talk about gratitude, and we have a great opportunity to really be thankful for what we have.
She suggests to explore your own family traditions and recipes as you celebrate Thanksgiving this year.
Reporting in Northern Virginia, I'm Abigail Hillerick.
Coming up after the break, a recap of the Macy's Day Parade and how jolly old St. Nick is preparing to meet your children.